Hey guys, I had recorded a voice. I had recorded a this clip with my voice in it, but for some reason my voice didn't record. So I'm basically gonna talk over it. I just got first prestige, and I just wanted to showcase it. So right here, I'm going to go into unlocks and enter prestige mode, and so any moment now, I will click that beautiful button, enter prestige. There's the symbol. There's the stuff you get, which is pretty nice. 100 Nebulium Plasma and a calling card, so that's pretty good. And then I enter prestige, and there we go. I'm finally prestige 1, so I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so there's kind of my career stats and everything. And here's everything you unlock. And I figured out how to unlock things, but I will kind of drag on about things, so I won't be able to unlock anything yet. But basically, I'm going to create a class and figure out what to unlock with my unlock coin. However, I'm going to do some spins also in the laboratory. It's always worth to do a 75 if you can, and then do a 45 because it gives you a nice talisman. And in this game, talismans are the only thing that are basically the only thing that are useful, because the elixirs are these kind of elixirs on screen. The consumable ones are not very good. They're not useful. The other ones are much better because you can have them all game and do any sort of combination with them whatsoever. So talismans are worth though. And then I do a 45, which I don't get a talisman for, spoiler alert. However, you know, just get a few more elixirs. I like how in this game it's always 3. It's very nice, and it's rarer and rarer the more you spend for it, so that's pretty good. Anyway, there we go. Done with that. So now I'm going to create a class basically and figure out what to unlock with my token. And so basically you're going to want to either unlock an elixir or some kind of equipment. You don't really need to unlock perks because there are good perks you can start out with that you don't want to waste your unlock for. And all starting elixirs are pretty useful as they are, but here we go. One unlocked token. I could do fresh start, but I'm not going to. It's not worth, in my opinion, for a calling card. But one permanent unlock token. So like I said, you should basically use it on equipment or a elixir. Well, yeah, equipment or an elixir or a perk. But I would do it on equipment, and I'll show you in a second which equipment to get because it's very worth. But yeah, you can unlock perks, equipment, guns. No guns are worth. Do not get guns, and do not get special weapons, because you can just basically, after first prestige, start with any special weapon you want anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I basically make the choice where I'm going to unlock the sentry gun, as you can see here, because the sentry gun is basically the best equipment you can get, and it takes forever to get to it, so I think it's very worth it. And you could also get PhD Slider, but that's really only for Blood of the Dead, and it's not very good. But two choices, in my opinion, would be either Slider or Sentry Guns. Now, you could pick Wraithfire, which in a second I'll show you that you can do that. I don't know exactly what I'm doing at this point. Okay, so yeah, I think right before I'm going to choose something, I create 2 classes for each storyline, as you can see here. So for Ether, the elixirs I pick is anywhere but here, Burned Out, Temporal Gift, and Equipment. Those are very good to start with. Very, very good. And that equipment will come very, very much in use when you use your Sentry Gun. So that's why I think you should get the Sentry Gun, just because you start out with equipment, and equipment is just it's pretty good for at least Sentry Guns. It's pretty good for Sentry Guns. So anyway, that's the elixirs I would choose. And, you know, anywhere but here and Arsenal Accelerator are also really good, but I don't think they're very needed, so it's not really necessary in my opinion. And then you can't start out, or you can't unlock permanently any starting weapons, so you have to start with the Welling, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I'm gonna select the perks, and I end up going with Quick Revive, Stamina Up, Time Slip, and Dying Wish in the tonic slot, and that's definitely perfect because Time Slip in the Ether story is really good for traps and equipment, so you want that. And like I said, equipment, so that's once again something for the Sentry Gun. So I decide that I'm going to unlock permanently the Sentry Gun, as I said, and bam, it's done. So there you go. So that's in my personal opinion, that's what you should probably unlock. But I do explain Wraithfire here in a second, I think. I'm just reviewing over everything that you could get, and I'm seeing if you can get a starting weapon here, but I don't think you can. You might be able to, but I looked in the armory, and that's when you actually unlock this gun to put stuff on. So I'm like, yeah, it's probably that, so I don't want to do that. And yeah, so you can't really make a starting pistol. Anyway, I create a class, and I put on the hammer, which, like I said, is interesting because it said you could unlock it. You can only use it, I mean, at level 27, right there. And you can just use it right off the bat. That's why I said don't go for special weapons, because, yeah, you can just literally have special weapons right off the bat anyway on any class. So you might as well just go with whatever you want. So anyway, I picked the sentry gun on the class, and the perks, I changed it up a little in the slot. Not very much, though, because on certain maps, stamina up is better to have at the beginning of the map, or beginning of the... Hold on, I messed up the perks here. Quick revive there. There we go. And time slip, I was going to say that electric burst would be better. However, time slip is better because of your sentry gun once again. You're going to want time slip and equipment for your sentry gun because it's going to give your equipment a lot of power, and it's going to be really good for the rounds and stuff. Anyway, I do all the stuff again with this and set it up how I want it. And basically, yeah, that's kind of it. I was going to explain about Wraithfire, though. I don't know when I do it in the video here, but I think it's actually going to cut out, isn't it? I don't know. But basically, Wraithfire, it could be good. It's like a miniature trap that's slower. Or sorry, it's a miniature trap that's fast. You just throw Wraithfire in a doorway, and... Oh, here it is. Okay, so you just basically throw Wraithfire in a doorway, and you can just burn zombies, since it's going to be an insta-kill on any round, since equipment is very powerful in this game, but it'll kill a ton of zombies, and it's really good because you get 2 of them. However, I think the sentry gun's a lot more worth, because if you get a whole train, this thing will gun every single one of them down. Every single one. Wraithfire is very, very much not reliable when with that situation. But Sentry Gun will destroy them all, and it will stay long enough to even kill even more. That's why I think Sentry Gun's perfect, and is a really good starting weapon, so that's all I want to say about that. Anyway, so that's what happens when you prestige, and then it cuts out, unfortunately. That's what happens when you prestige, and that's what happens, or that's the gun I think you should get. So anyway, thanks for watching. I don't want you to see the pause bar and everything, so bye.